you've got your kids running around or you're whipping up dinner while you're trying to listen to the call. I know it all too well, but I appreciate all of you for being here, and I appreciate you guys taking the time out of your evening to learn and grow and sacrifice your hour tonight to listen to what I have to share. So I'm really excited to do this call for everybody. Just can you guys let me know if you can hear me okay? Because I would hate to go on. Okay, awesome. I just needed awesome. Perfect. Okay. So it's been a while since I've used Instant Presenter, so please forgive me if we have any hiccups, but I'm sure you guys can all relate to the growth and learning curve. So I'm going to dive right in. Tonight we're talking about recruiting with confidence, and I could tell there was a lot of excitement about this topic because I think as coaches at one point or another we all kind of had that fear of inviting coaches or people to join our business as coaches. It's natural and it's just something we all go through, and it's something you're going to get through as well. You're going to get past it. So I wanted to share with you guys a little bit about my story, and I want to share with you guys a little bit about sort of where I started and a couple of tips I learned along the way, because I do take learning very seriously, and I like to put them into play and experiment and then share it with coaches on what has worked for me. It might be different for everybody, but I would grab a pen and paper because I've got quite a bit of tips and some motivational stuff to share as well. So we're going to dive right in. I'm Gina Hunter. I am one of Scotty Hobbs' coaches. I've been a coach for 17 months now. I'm a wife. I'm a mom of 4. I have a 12-year-old, a 3-year-old, a 2-year-old, and a 1-year-old. So my last 3 are all exactly 1 year apart. And I'm also a Star Diamond coach, Success Club All-Star, and just loving life. I'm loving being a coach. So basically, I just wanted to share all of that with you guys. You have a little bit of a background about me. I'm just a regular woman. I'm a mom. I'm somebody who joined this business and I was scared. I was not sure. I labeled myself as an introvert. I still do, I have to admit. But at the end of the day, I'm dedicated and committed, and I hope you guys are all too, and you're going to be willing to grow and learn and just step out there and take those leaps with me and all the other coaches who are in this together. So let me share some tips on how to build your dream team, and not only that, but recruit with confidence. So just to go back to 17 months ago when I first signed up as a coach, to kind of spare a lot of the I signed up really, just to be honest, to receive 25% commission. I had just had my 4th baby, and obviously I didn't have time to go to the gym. That was out of the question. My husband didn't have time to go to the gym because I needed him here to help me with the newborn baby, and then a 2-year-old and a 1-year-old, and also a preteen. So we looked into T25, and I had actually done P90X before I had the DVDs from when I had my 3rd baby. And so I got pregnant again almost immediately after I had her. 3 months after giving birth, I got pregnant again. I waited it out. I was starting to panic, I'm not going to lie, because all of my maternity leave benefits had run out long ago after baby number 2. And for those who know, in Canada here, you get, I think it's 52 weeks. So you get a year of maternity leave benefits that are paid for. But until you go back to work and accumulate more hours, you don't get that opportunity again. You have to kind of go and earn it. And that was not possible because I kept having babies. And so it was a 1-income household. I started to entertain the idea of being a coach because I was seeing them on the DVDs, as you guys probably know. At the end of the DVDs, they talk about coaching. And so it was something that was in the back of my mind, but I never really took it too seriously. I certainly wasn't looking at it from a business perspective. I had a little blog where I was sharing my journey, just kind of for fun, just to share some health and fitness tips or clean eating that I was doing. And I thought, well, it wouldn't hurt to sign up as a coach and earn some commission. So that's what I did. My daughter was 4 weeks old, my 4th baby. She was 4 weeks old when I became a coach. And I had no idea what I was doing. I just thought I could make a few dollars here, there, maybe some fun money or some money to help with paying the bills or groceries, or if we wanted to go on vacation or whatever. It was not long after becoming a coach, Scotty and I got on the phone and he talked to me about what my goals were. we had a conversation just kind of digging into why I'm doing this, what I want to achieve in life. It wasn't necessarily even about the business. It was just, what do I want to achieve in life? And he actually told me, just dream big. Don't limit yourself. Like, what would you like to achieve in a year? And I'm going to tell you, my husband and Nick, we're big dreamers. We just love to dream big. And so we threw out some really crazy dreams and stuff. And Scotty said, okay, let's do it. This is what it's going to take. And this is what you're going to need to do. And it really opened up my eyes to everything else that Beachbody had to offer. So from somebody who was coming in and enjoying the workout programs, I was doing T25 and loving it. I was sharing it on my my Instagram, my Facebook, and just kind of on my blog recreationally. I was into earning 25% commission, but talking to my mentor, I really allowed myself to dream big and began to see how Beachbody was an amazing vehicle to help me do that, not only financially, but because I'm already on my own health and fitness journey anyway. And so it opened up the doors for me. I was scared, first of all. I had a fourth baby that was a big surprise for us. And we had already had our hands super full. So I know all about life as a busy, busy mom. I was feeling super overwhelmed. We were excited and super welcoming of our fourth baby, but we were kind of hoping maybe we'd have a little bit more time to establish ourselves in between, but it happened, and she's a blessing, and Beachbody kind of came into our lives at the same time. And from that point on, from that day that we signed up as coaches, our whole world had changed. I started off being a little bit insecure as a coach. I mean, I had my own fitness journey I was on. I didn't have any idea who would follow me. I wasn't quite sure what my role as a coach was. Am I supposed to be a fitness expert? Am I supposed to help people get fit? I was a little bit confused, but I was finding my way. I was just ready to dive in. I was super busy. I had 3 kids under 3 and then a preteen at home, and we were broke. We were comfortable, I'll say, but there were some really tough times, I'm not going to lie. I mean, my husband was the only income at one point in the household. And when you have a growing family, it kind of forces you to really take a step back and look at the situation. And, we had to make some sacrifices with things. And at the end of the day, Beachbody was it. After that call with Scotty, I saw so much potential behind what Beachbody has to offer. And I want to share this with you guys because there are other people out there who were like me or who were like you. And they're at that place that they just maybe did not tell you they're at that place. I mean, it's not something you broadcast. So it's super important, and I'm going to get a little bit further into that, but it's super important to really connect with people and find out where they're at in life and what they want to achieve. And so I wanted to kind of start there because that's the foundation of what we do. We're here to help people not only get healthy and fit, but also to have that financial freedom. So I'm going to move on to the next slide. First, I want to just start off, I wanted to make sure we started off this call this way. Positive affirmations, it really makes a huge difference. So first, I want you guys to write down and tell yourself that you're awesome. I want you to tell yourself that you are a great leader. You're a great leader for your challengers. You're a great leader at home, and you're a great leader for your team and your coaches. And you're also a great leader with your team, with your sponsoring coach, and helping them lead. Okay, you have an amazing team. I don't care if you have just one coach. If you don't have any coaches, you tell yourself that you have an amazing team. It is in the works. And also knowing that you have got the opportunity with endless possibilities. Endless possibilities. Beachbody allows so much change in somebody's life. And the community and support behind it, you guys already know that. But I wanted you to remind yourself that you're sitting on a gold mine and you have got that you are eager to share with other people. So anybody would be lucky to be on your team. Okay, those are super important to write down and tell yourself that every single morning. And I'm going to say that because these are all things that I had questioned about myself throughout my journey as a coach, there were times when I just wasn't too sure about myself, if I was doing the right thing, if I was good enough, if I was, I don't know, like, just the negative self-talk that comes to mind sometimes, and you have to really train yourself and sometimes give yourself a kick in the pants and let you know that you're awesome. So I want you guys to write that down and remind yourself of that every single day. Okay, so we're going to kind of dive in. I want to get started here with a couple of tips. And the first big step, and it's scary, it's really scary for a lot of people, is to let the world know that you're a coach, loud and proud. You are a business owner. You are a life changer. You have got something that can change the lives of thousands of people, not only physically, health-wise, financially, emotionally, every way. You have something that can help people. So you need to wear it loud and proud. Let everybody know you're a coach. Brigitte had mentioned this in one of the previous calls, that you're a business owner. You need to turn on the open, so unlock the door, turn on the sign, take the chairs off the table and announce it. It's very scary, and it's scary because we're not sure what's going to happen beyond that. We're not sure what the outcome of that's going to be. But you guys are, unless you quit, my motto with our team is that you literally cannot fail at this unless you quit. This business is fail proof. You can't fail unless you quit. And so this is one of the biggest first steps that you're ever going to take, and it's completely scary, but it is totally gratifying. Let the world know that you're a coach. And a great way to do that is through your Facebook. Life changer. I love that. Yes, absolutely, Juliana. And I say the same thing. You are whatever you want to say you are. You are a life changer. You're a lifestyle coach. You're a health and fitness coach. You're whatever. You are that. You're awesome. Okay? The next big thing is personal development. And I know everybody hears this nonstop in Beachbody. And I'm going to share a little story with you guys. Scotty talks about personal development a lot because Scotty practices personal development. And it shows in his leadership. And he used to ask me all the time what books I was reading. And I had books, but I wasn't actually reading them. I mean, I might pick them up every so often and read a chapter and put it down. And I'd listen to a couple of YouTubes here and there, but I was not internally applying them and then going out there in the world and practicing. And when there would be a situation, I would put to practice what I have learned. So I want to share with you guys, when you actually apply the personal development, you commit to personal development, it is going to change your entire outlook. But you have to start from within. So in order for you to believe in yourself and for others to be convinced, you have to work on your personal development. There is a ton of books and resources that you can turn to that are going to help you. And I am a big fan of reading books that relate to whatever it is I'm going through at that point in my life. So there are some awesome leadership books. I highly recommend reading GoPro just because it is an eye-opener for network marketing. I didn't understand network marketing, and I actually really disliked it when my husband had some experience with it before, and I was that wife who would fight with him, and I was negative about it, and I didn't get it. I didn't believe in it. And it was ironic that I was diving into this Beachbody thing. And of course, he was supportive of me, but I didn't fully understand the network marketing to be able to go out there and grow as a business owner. So pick up the book by Eric Worre, I think is how you pronounce his last name. Anyway, it's called GoPro. And it's one of the best books that's going to give you some major aha moments in network marketing. Okay? And if you are inviting others to join your team, it's good to kind of get familiar with what it is that they're joining so you can help them know too. So that's a top book. Other ones, I mean, there are lists upon lists. Scotty has a ton. I have a ton. You can always just kind of turn to the team page, and I'm sure they're listed there as well. But committing to your self-growth is committing to your team. Even if you don't have a team today, you are committing to your team, your future team. But first, you're committing to yourself, and you have to commit to yourself so that you can be the best leader that you need to be for your team. So I think that you guys all get the point about personal development and the importance of it. Here's some really great tips that I actually was eager to share with all of you guys, and you'll want to write some of these down, if not all of them. We'll refer back to this later. But the The first and foremost is don't be fearful of the word no. It's a scary word. It's because it's rejection. The word no is associated with rejection, and rejection sucks. It's kind of a feeling we associate with pain. And when we associate anything with pain, we retreat from it. We get scared of it. We try to avoid it at all costs. But at the end of the day, you never know until you try. And the word no in this business often means they just don't understand. It rarely ever means no. And I'll share a little bit more about that later. Tip number 2 is you really want to show your network that you are for real. Okay? One really good way to do that is through your social media. It is a free platform to do that, and it's your credibility. And so what I mean by that is when you are inviting other people to join your business and join your team, they don't know what you're talking about. They don't know what they're going to be doing. They don't even know what this means. But at the end of the day, they have to kind of trust you to even want to learn about it. And I can almost guarantee you that if you were out there sending out invites and you're not getting a lot of response, or people are telling you no, or they're not jumping on board, they're watching you. And that is a fact. They're watching you because they're quietly curious. So you really want to show your network that you're for real. Share your personal development and things that you're learning so you can inspire them and others through your social media. Share your journey. Talk about your team and, what some fun things you're doing. If you guys are local, if you're going to Super Saturdays, if you are attending fit clubs, share it. Share it. Content is one incredibly free and just amazing, a sure way to show your network that, wow, she's really doing something, or he's really doing something that's for real. It's not just this internet sales thing they're trying to get me to do. Be patient with yourself. And I love this one because I think that the world has enough critics, and we often fear what other people think about us or what they're going to say. But at the end of the day, we're the meanest to ourselves. And we rush ourselves, and we don't give ourselves time to grow and learn and ease our way into things and practice. And it is one of the most important things that you can do for yourself is just be patient with yourself. You will get there. I promise you will get there. The only way you won't is if you quit. So if you can just be patient with yourself and have an open mind and a heart to help people and be willing to learn, you are going to get there. So just remind yourself, write it down near your desk or wherever. Just say, be patient with yourself. Okay, be here in 1 year. This is sort of like the thing in Beachbody. And it's funny because it's hard, right? When you're a new coach and you're a little discouraged, a year seems like a very long time. But I can tell you this, and I know it is different for everybody, and I had moments when I wanted to quit. I'm not even going to lie, you guys. Like, I did have moments when I questioned myself so much that I wasn't sure. It's not that I didn't enjoy it. I was just feeling like I was failing. And it's stuck in my head, be here in a year. I've heard it from Lindsay Matway. I've heard it from Scotty. I've heard it from tons of coaches say, be here in a year. And what they were really saying was give yourself a chance to learn and give yourself a chance to prove to yourself that you can do this. So whatever your start date was, give yourself a year. I'm not saying quit in a year. I'm saying don't make quitting an option. And tell yourself you're going to be here in a year. Watch what happens. Okay, stay focused and stay the course. It's easy to get discouraged. It's easy on Thursdays, especially scroll through your Facebook and see a lot of rank advancements and see a lot of welcoming new coaches and sometimes compare yourself to that. But I encourage you to stay focused. Keep your eyes on the prize. Focus on your team. Focus on your network. Focus on the people that you are helping. And I promise you that it will pay off. Okay, the worst thing you can do is look around, get sidetracked, and start comparing yourself and beating yourself up over what somebody else is doing. Do not ever compare yourself to anybody else. It's sort of the obvious, but at the end of the day, everyone has a different scenario. Everybody has different life circumstances. I used to do it, and then I had to remind myself, you had 50 billion diapers to change today, and a house that you had to clean up, and laundry you had to do. It's okay. It's okay. Just, forgive yourself. Be patient with yourself, and don't worry about what other people are doing. So remind yourself of that. So here's the big secret. And I love that Scotty shared this video yesterday, and Dominique, she shared this in her success story of achieving Diamond in 6 days. She wrote down 100 people that she knows, and she contacted 20 of them a day. Truth is, statistically, only 20% of people will actually do this. Why? Because it's scary. Because it is scary to write down 100 people. It doesn't even have to be people that you talk to. It's just people that you know. If it's somebody you know that you see often at the grocery store, write their name down if you know what their name is. If you don't, write down the lady at the grocery store. If it's somebody at your work, write down everybody you work with. Write down your neighbors, your aunts, uncles, cousins, sisters, brothers. Write it down. It's not a list to begin telemarketing to, but it's a practice approach to jog your memory of everybody that you know. And you can begin to build those relationships. The trick is that you want to write down those 100 names. That is like the first big scary step, aside from letting the world know that you're a coach. But you're writing down those 100 names, and it's going to help you focus on who you want to build relationships or rebuild relationships with. Okay? Like I said, only 20% of people actually do it. But those 20% are the ones who achieve success. Okay? So you want to be one of those 20%. Be that person. You can do it. You want to focus on rebuilding relationships first. Okay? It's very easy to rush and want to put the carriage before the horse and want to just go right out there and ask someone, hey, do this with me. And there's nothing wrong with that, okay? Because I've done it, and guess what? You're planting seeds. But you also want to make sure that you're building those relationships, that you are getting to know people, that you're forming. And Brigitte has an awesome document that she shared in the team page about forming and how to really do that. So I highly recommend that you go and search for that and read through it, because it's awesome. You want to take your time and be authentic. Set the environment. Don't just write somebody a message and be unenthusiastic, okay? It comes off as uninterested, and it sometimes makes them feel like you don't like them, or that maybe you don't really want to talk to them, and it's dry. So be authentic, set the environment, get to know them, ask questions. Ask questions. Don't ever assume that the ones you already know don't need this, okay? Our market is huge. We're health fitness. We're financial freedom. Anything that you can think of, Beachbody in some way, shape, or form, helps with that. Personally, here in Calgary, where I'm located, there are over 1 million people. I understand that includes babies too, but at the end of the day, there's over 1 million people. And we have just over 300,000 coaches in all of Beachbody. I mean, that is, there's plenty of room for growth. Let's just say that. You don't ever want to write people off. You definitely want to consider everybody. I was at a team retreat last year with Scotty and our team, and we did kind of a round, like a round table sort of, and just talking about some aha moments that we had. And one of Scotty's coaches said something that to this day has stuck with me. And he said that looking around the room, everybody who shared their story, there was laughter, there was tears, there was everything. And he said looking around at this room showed him there was people from all different walks of life. Doctors, lawyers, I don't know, stay-at-home moms, everything. And they all had some really, really deep stories. They had really deep, mistakes that they made, or learning curves, or some huge successes in life. At the end of the day, we were all in the same room, and we were all in one mission together. And he said, that it just taught him to never count anybody out. And I can't stress that enough, you guys. You never want